This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to teach you some other parts of material application, which is not just walls alone. How to apply material on maybe doors, windows, staircase, and then how to apply material on objects that are imported from Revit City or any other websites which supplies you with all the BIM models, that is Revit models for you. Okay. Now, when we check with the wall, things are very simpler. You'll have you'll be able to see where the wall is. You just have to click on uh, edit and go to edit here, and you have this place for materials. This is where we apply materials. I have taught you in the previous class. Similarly, if you want to apply materials for a staircase or for a railing, it is going to be a bit difficult if you are going to apply material by editing the family or the library. Okay, so the easiest way to apply the material for a staircase or a railing is actually type PT, which is meant for paint material, and then click on the material which you want to apply and go about clicking on where you want to apply the material. So this will sound a little more simpler when it comes to some area of um, staircase is to be painted in the material which you have imagined to do. So this is how you add material over here. So if you want to remove, as I told you, you want to remove the same material, go to modify and say paint remove, and if you go about clicking, so it will allow you to remove. To add, it is just PT, which means paint texture. Actually, materials are sometimes referred to textures, paint textures, and then you can apply the material the way in the convenience which you want to. Okay, but this will apply if it is only a small area. If you have a large staircase, you want to apply something similar in all the sites and finish it up quickly so that you can continue with the same staircase, then the method of application will then again change. Okay, so I will just explain how it is done. Okay, so first select the staircase, so whichever it is, and go to edit type, just like how you do it in wall. Okay, so after going to the staircase, okay, so here, so you have to.
This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, everyone. In my previous class, I started with applying the material for wall, and initially I did it for a compound wall, and then I showed you the difference between exterior side of the wall and the interior side of the wall, how we are going to give the thickness, like 220 plus 10 on one side, another 10 on other side, external side and internal side. So I made a clear picture on how to apply the material on the type of wall, that is your wall family, and then use it for the entire project, so that you don't have to paint the material every time you are building something. So that was the idea for when you are that idea will work when you are working on a huge project, not just a small house like this, wherein you want the wall itself with a particular material applied already, and you can use it for the entire building. So, and then I taught you about paint material. First, applying for the entire wall is selecting the wall. This is just a recollection. Go to edit, adjust the size into 220, give insert one more finish on top. I have taught you in the previous video, and that's how you do about it. And when it comes to paint material, it's very simple. You can type just paint material, PT, paint texture, PT, and then click on the material which you want to apply on this side of the wall. Click it here. Click on the material which you want to give it on this side of the wall. Click it here. But this material is applied for this wall only in this building. If I am going to create a wall with the same kind of building, I'm same if I'm going to construct a building with the same kind of a wall, it will not have the material applied onto it. This is generic 230, this is generic 230, but nothing is applied here. Okay, so I clarified all these points in the previous class itself. Now the question is, how do you do the same thing with the staircase as well as railing? Okay, now as far my class is concerned, I taught you only the wall and how to apply paint material, which means adding material in a custom manner, not just making one staircase in this. So this is paint material. This is how it will work. So now what I'm going to teach you how to apply material for a particular type of staircase preset. Done it already, so that every time you build a staircase, you use that. Okay, so that is what I'm going to show you. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this monolithic same staircase, and duplicate. I'm going to create a new one called monolithic stair yellow, which is going to be a yellow staircase, yellow racer, and white thread. Okay, this is the idea for me right now. So how are you going to work on it? Now after duplicating and renaming it, what you can do is you can uh, go to run type. So moment you click on run type, you have already defined this as 150 depth, 300 landing size is this. You have given all the calculation clear to that. You just have to click there, click on the run type, and you see materials and finishes. There is a heading here called material and finishes. The default material is monolithic material default. Now I have a chance to change that. Instead of that, if I am going to give white, okay, so if I give white, give okay. So white wall material, what happens? The entire staircase, whether it is run or the razor, it is going to change. Now, but then I have described it as yellow razor, and I have a clear description on that. So I want to change that. That is my idea. Okay, so I will just this default. That was the earlier material. Okay. So here, what I can do is I can give a material for the category thread. Once I click this, you see this material, thread material gets enabled, and Just choosing the material white. Okay, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on razor and I am going to give not this, my yellow wall material. So this is what I'm going to give. Maybe for the thickness you can give a minimum thickness that is not noticeable. Just give apply. So did you understand? This one is totally changed. It has um, razor is yellow and thread material is white. Okay, so this is the idea. Okay, you can check on this side also. Okay, so this is the idea behind creating staircase like this. I mean, creating a staircase with a particular color already. You're not painting every time. Okay, I also forgot to show you something. You click on run type. Okay, so this material I want to give some other color just for a change or just for fun, whatever. New default material I can rename into orange. As I told you, I'm giving all these funny colors just for you to understand. Even if you have a poor video quality, you can just see it. That's the purpose of giving red, yellow, orange, and all these bright colors. I don't want any compromise on understanding just because I am trying to use light colors or something like that. So I give orange now, again a bright color. Now I give apply, apply. Okay. So, oh, I gave yellow. I'm sorry, not this. Click here. Orange. I said orange, but then I gave yellow. That was my mistake. Yeah. Okay. So now pretty clear. So okay. So now where is it remaining? It is only remaining part is the landing area. Again, it even if the landing area is left out. So that is why, see, I clicked on the run type and did whatever I can, but I have not bothered to do anything for the landing area. So that is the reason element O. So I apply that. See what's going to happen. So now we have a staircase with so the same thing followed over here. Not only that, if you go to level 1 and if you try to create a staircase now, and if you select this one, monolithic stair, yellow and straight, yellow razor and white thread, and if you are going to create a staircase, just end it just for you to see. So that will also follow the same footsteps. It will have the similar material applied onto it. So that is the advantage of applying a material directly onto the library. But the care should be taken that you have to duplicate it and do it within the library. So this has a particular advantage over paint material, and paint material definitely has its own advantage because it is a custom made application of the material on a wall or whatever it may be is custom made. It is done uh, in a very particular way. So that is the advantage of paint material. Okay, so now I will also clarify on the points with doors and windows. Doors and window, I am selecting this door. Where is the material? I don't see it here. Go to edit type. So it will have a clear heading, materials and finishes. Door, they have given a panel, which is one kind of a material. I don't want to use that. I want to use, again, I want to use white. Okay, so I give apply, and the door frame, again I want to use yellow. So I just want to show you all this. So I give door frame, apply. So you see that the door frame is yellow and the door is white. Same with window. Definitely, yes, you can change the material, basic material, you can change it. See, I also want you to understand you can create your own material. It's not that you're stuck up with what Revit is providing if you have the understanding of it. Now say glass plane, okay, let it be glass itself, or if you want to add a different type of glass, you want clear gray glass, there are different types of glass over here. So even there are different materials over here. If you come down, there are different material libraries which you can use. I'm using this bronze glazing. This is what I'm going to use for that glass, not a clear, is it? Now I want to use glass bronze glazing. Add to material. Somewhere here, I'm sure the bronze material would have, yeah, bronze glazing. So I'm going to apply bronze glazing for that, for which the window glass. And for sash, I'm going to change it into some other material, maybe in AAC. I'll go to wood and I will see if I have a better spruce. I want to add this material, spruce. So I'll right click and add to document material. Document material means this Revit file. So let me chase where and find out where spruce is. Yeah, I have given spruce. I'll give apply. Okay. So now that is changed. Okay. So each material available here can be changed. Trim. Oh, instead of trim, again I will go to some other color of wood. Mahogany, right? Add to material and here search for mahogany. There it is. Apply. Okay, apply. So trim exterior material also I have changed. So there's an entire change that has happened. Okay, so this is the change. See, that window was placed inside outside, there was a difference. That is the reason it was not seen properly. So the entire change has taken place on this window. Now it has some changes that has taken place with all these things. uh, so this is how you can change the material. And so mahogany, if you want to make it white, let me check that from, okay. So when I change the side, you can make out that this is what has happened. So these are the changes that can be incorporated very easily on an existing just I need to change the side of this. Select this and give a space bar, so it will show the change. So if you look at it, this is what has changed. That the other side is the internal side, so I changed it. So this is what is happening when you when you change the materials of a particular component or a library. So if you want to change the material of a handrail, what you have to do is you have to first select the handrail, go to edit, go to edit the rail structure, edit, say insert a new rail, and you have to specify the height of the new handrail, and you have to select what kind of a handrail you are using and add the material. So this is the main thing in Rails. Okay, and just if you apply and give OK, you'll find that the railing is been painted yellow. Now what happens to balusters? Again, select the railing, go to edit. The second one is baluster placement. You just have to edit. Okay, so here it is a regular baluster of 25 mm. So baluster family is clearly mentioned here. Nothing to worry. You just have to close it and you go to baluster square. I guess it was 25 mm. I just have to select once more and see that. Edit. What was it? It was 25 mm baluster. So you go to 25 mm baluster, double click, and baluster material. You can add some other color. So once you add that, the baluster also gets painted in the material of your choice. So this is what you can do when you have uh, too many railings to be changed in the same time. So if you choose this 1100, which is going to be the railing which I've chosen here, everything changes just like how we have it here. So this is how you will be able to change the railing color as well. Okay, so what next? We have to understand how you can import a particular component from Revit City or any such forums, and then how to change material. Now ideally I can start with a chair or something like that, which is available in the internet. So I'm just searching for Revit City. So I go to Revit City. So this is a very helpful site for Revit users. Actually, I have already I think this login from 2011 or something like that. So you can create just as how you create an email. So I have typed in the password and I've just entered the Revit City. Now here downloads, if you click on downloads, you have many things to download. You can just give keywords, chair. Okay, so you have many different chairs that are available over here, which you can use it, which you can download. Walnut backing for chair, rest, so many things. Autodesk chair. Draftsman's chair. So these can be downloaded just as you download anything from internet. Okay, get so Gustavian side chair. So what I'll do is I will say download now. So see, it has downloaded here. Sometimes it will, if it doesn't download, you have to click here to download. You have to click here so that it will download, or you can right click and like this you can download. Save link as. Save link as. This is another way to download. Any method you can follow. I prefer to use right click, save link as, or save target as in some other browsers, and you can download it onto the desktop or wherever you may please. So now, for example, I have a folder called Revit RVT 2014. In that libraries, US metric, in furniture, seating, Gustavian sites. I'll just add this as a collection with that. So here I have to go to insert, load family. Now I have to search in the exact location where I left it. Furniture, seating, Gustavian chair. So this is the chair, and it has got added into my uh, furniture standard with arms. There are two types, two variants in that. Okay, you can drag one of them. Yes, let me see what is with arms and without arms. Neither do have. Okay, I will select this and go to edit. Okay, so here there are some materials that they themselves have given: back material, chair frame material, cushion material. So all these things you have your own control. You can change all these materials into colors. Wood, Adler stained. Let me have a look at it. Adler stained. This is the color which I can change it into wood teak and say okay and apply. Cushion material, linen white. Now I don't want that. I can change it into, do I have anything else? So I can go to AEC material, fabric, beige, and add to document material. So that you can, where is beige? A, think it falls linen beige. So this is a new material. I have applied it. Okay, wood Adler stained, let it be. Back material, the back side of the chair, let it be wood Adler, same thing. So I want to give the same thing in the back also. So now I have changed this whole chair compared to this one. This has this is the default one. This is the one with all my changes. Okay, so this is how you can work on materials. If you have something imported from the website and you want to make a definite change in it, it can be done. Okay, okay, so I think applying materials as a class, I think you would have understood what all need to be done, and you would have understood this concept of adding materials for the staircase and railing, which is also very important when it comes to large buildings. So I think as far as today's this will be uh, enough. Okay. More than this, there are a few other things that are need to be taught. As far as Revit is concerned, I will teach them in the next class. One of them is making title sheet. Another one is exporting a Revit file into AutoCAD drawing and play with it, and then how to uh, export Revit drawing directly into PDF as a skill drawing. How can you work on it? All these things I'll teach you in the next class. Now, with this class, I think I've covered the entire Revit materials, and nothing much is needed than this for you to complete your project as far as Revit material is concerned.